topic optimization for extraction from dry hormone pumpkin seed, the cucumber seed foliar by three-phase partitioning extraction with an assistance of microwave and ultrasound and evaluation of quality parameters of the final oil. This is the outline. My presentation will be divided into 5 main parts, including introduction, material and methods, result discussion, conclusion, recommendation, and references. First, I will go to the introduction. So I want to talk a little bit about the hormone pumpkin fruit and seed. This is one of the members of cucurbitaceae, and it's a pumpkin with a quite like a watermelon with a stripe and a white cup, and it has a black seed, and in the seeds it contain various of protein and oil, and its seeds is one of the main material for produce the seed oil. And in the seed oil, by substrate extraction, they for 3.5% of the oil, and in the oil they contain various biotic compounds such as phenolic compound, flavonoid compound, and carotenoid compound, which I show right here. And the three-phase partitioning extraction is one of the extraction. Recently, it's used for extract the protein, and now it can use to extract the oil. The term of three-phase because when after extraction, there is three phase separated, with the bottom phase consists of water-soluble substance. The middle phase will consist of protein precipitated, and the organic phase, the upper phase, it consists of oil. And in this study, I use two kind of model. Is a blanket Burman design. I use it for screening to select out the significantly factor for the optimization, and I use the box and scan design for the optimization. Next, I want to go to the material and the methods. Firstly, it is how I prepare the sample by grinding, and adjust the molecule content. And here is the experimental design. And right here is the design, the procedure for my optimization process with the instruction with the treatment, which includes the microwave treatment, the ultrasound treatment, and the role of ammonium sulfate in this is help me to precipitate the protein to separate the phase. And here is and this is the why I call the three-phase partitioning, because right here you can see there are three. Because the color is not good, but there are three different phases. This is the bottom phase, this is the middle phase, and this is the upper phase. And organic solvent I use is butanol. And right here, this is the oil I use after evaporation. And this is the blanket Burman design coded I have used to screen up. In this study, I screened up 7 factors. And this is the blanket Burman design. And right here, this is how I do the TPP for the blank sample. This means the sample with no treatment from ultrasound and microwave. And for the reference, for comparison, I use the software extraction for comparing the physical chemical of the oil. And next, I want to go to the physical-chemical procedure. Right here, this is the procedure for performing the saponification value by titration with acid. And this is how I perform the saponification reaction. And this is the procedure for performing there are two for the free fatty acid value and the acid value. And this is how I perform the iodide value by use the titration with sodium thiosulfate and dissolve the oil in chloroform and use the reactant with the rich region. And this is how I perform the reaction with the parasite value by titration with ammonium thiosulfate in and dissolve the acetic in the solvent oil in with the solvent acetic chloroform. This is the solvent I use with acid acetic glacial with chloroform. And right here I perform the carotenoid content, the TCC, by using the calibration curve from the beta carotene. And for the TPC determination and TFC determination, I have to do the secondary extract by extract the bioactive compound from the oil to the methanol phase. And this is how I perform the total phenolic compound by using Folin Giogan method. And I also use the determine the flavonoid content by using the standard curve with quercetin and aluminum calorimetry method. And finally, this is how I do determination the free radical scavenging by using DBBX assay. First, I want to go to the result and discussion. Firstly, I want to mention about the bracket Erman design for screening. And here is the result for the screening. With and you can see that I use 7 factors, and this is the result for the RU. I use the bracket Erman design. And from that, by performing the ANOVA, and you can see this is the Pareto chart for the design. And you can see that there are 3 factors that have a significant because the p-value is lower than 0.05, which is the microwave duration, microwave power, and the ultrasound duration. There are 3 factors I have chosen for doing the optimization. And next, I will do the optimal region for screening. And firstly, this is the microwave duration. Screening for microwave duration, I perform in 6.6 point of duration. And from that, you can see the 20 is significantly higher. So that from this result, I choose 20, 10, and 30 for the optimization. And after that, I do the screening on microwave power. And from that result, with the significant, I choose 400 watts, 600 watts, and 800 watts for the optimization process. And finally, with the ultrasound duration, for screening for ultrasound duration, I perform from 15 minutes in ultrasound to 60 minutes while performing the ultrasound. After that, I choose 50 minutes, 60 minutes, and 40 minutes for performing the optimization. Next, after I chose the factor and the region, I will do the box Bengen experiment. I did the box Bengen experiment, and from that, this is the result of the box Bengen experiment. So, recall that it is the factor that I have screened out, and this is the result. And you can see that the highest is the run number 12 with 30 minutes in microwave, 800 watt, and 50 minutes in the ultrasound. Right here, and I got and you can see that the actual quite close to the predicted. And I perform this with 5 central points, and the total is 17. This is ANOVA, so that you can see that all of the single factor are significantly effect, and the interaction is the interaction between microwave power, microwave duration, and ultrasound duration is significantly effect. And the CV is okay, is 1.11. And the lack of fit is not significantly effect to our model. So our model is significant. And right here from the ANOVA, and from that I plot with the interaction factor, I plot the response surface, and from ANOVA I get the equation was given. The conic equation was given. So that by with the activity of the design spurt, the optimal is calculated, and from that and by performing the validation test, I calculated from the model. It is the optimal condition to calculate from this, and this in which I calculate from the model, and this is the RU I work in the actual, so that I got the best result, and it's not significantly from the modified condition in when I calculated by the equation, and from that it's not significantly different, so that it is acceptable. Because I do that because if I want to extract it in the actual condition, I have to modify to this. And so next is the quality test. Firstly, in the RU compare, we can see that the plank is without treatment, the RU is the lowest, but with the optimal condition is with the treatment, the RU is increased, and the socket is the highest because the socket they perform in 6 hours with hexane, so the oil is dissolved in hexane so that it can get the highest RU. Next, this is acid value and free fatty acid value. The acid values I titrated when performing the titration with KOH. I got this value, and you can see the acid value of the socket is the highest, the plank is the lowest, this the lowest, but and optimization is quite higher than the plank. That is the saponification value. You can see the socket had the lowest saponification value with 136.12 saponific milligram KOH per gram oil, and the plank is higher, and the optimization sample is also the highest. Saponification value. For the parasite value, the sockets also get a higher parasite value because and the optimization is had the lowest parasite value, and the plank is the middle. Because the parasite value is of the socket is highest, because when performing it in the high temperature, it can break, destroy, it can get the oil is easily to oxidize, so that it can that's why the socket is highest and up. And these two TPP extraction I performing in cold condition, so that why it's lower. And what the iodine with the iodine value, the socket is the highest, and there is no significantly different in the iodine value between the plank and the optimization. Next, this is the total carotenoid content. From this, you can see that the optimization get the highest carotenoid TCC. It has the 47.6 milligram beta carotene per 100 milligram oil, and while the socket has lowest. Because with the high temperature, the TCC of the socket were, because the carotenoid compound in the socket was destroyed, so that's why it get the lowest. And because on the TPP extraction is, as I mentioned above, I perform it in the low temperature. Because low temperature, I always keep it in cold conditions, so that why it can keep these compound. And also, so on the phenolic compound, the optimization also get the highest point. Because, and the socket also the lowest, because the TPC is quite sensitive, and it can destroy in the high heat. And also the flavonoid content with the optimization also get the highest point compared to this other one. And the chocolate also the lowest in flavonoid content with 29.55 milligram per extract at milligram quercetin in 100 gram oil, and optimization is 41.31 milligram of quercetin in 100 gram oil. And finally, with the free radical scavenging, from that, because the content of the phenolic content, carotenoid content, and flavonoid content is higher, so that our optimization has the highest percent of inhibition compared to the other. So that brings me to the conclusion. So that I can conclude that with the PBD, the microwave duration, microhour, and ultrasound duration is significantly affect to the oil yield. So that is one of the significantly affect to the oil yield. So that's why, and from the PBD, I can choose them from them, and this is with the ANOVA, by running the ANOVA of the BBD, so that we can conclude that it is affect to the oil yield. And not only the effect to the oil yield, the microwave and ultrasound also affect to the quality, because with the suitable time it can increase the quality, because it can help to extract more and more compound from the seed to the oil. And TPP, as we can see, the oil yield was lower compared to the chocolate, but the quality is better. Firstly, because the chocolate we have to perform at a high temperature, and high temperature, that's why it can destroy the compound, the antioxidant compounds in that, and more the toxicity of hexane and tibutanol is different. The tibutanol is maybe lower. It's not toxic. It's not toxic like hexane, so that we can use that. We can the TPP can use is better used than the hexane, than the chocolate. And moreover, the TPP have lower time consumption than the chocolate, because the chocolate we need 6 hours for extraction, but with the TPP we need only about 2 to 3 hours. For better, and my recommendation for better, that because the ultrasound microwave can affect to the oil, so that if I can, I will consider the ultrasound frequency for the screening, because in a lot of research, the ultrasound frequency is used, and the enzyme assisted can be applied to increase the oil yield. And moreover, the solvent we can consider it to change to the green solvent such as ethylene lactate with a lower toxicity than the tibutanol. This is the list of reference I have used for my presentation, and this brings me to the end of my presentation. And if you have any question, recommendation, you can kindly let me know.